It's a spicy fossil fuels three-way.
Coal, gas, government.
A gassy thruple, if you will.
Not everyone shares our view.
By 2023, the coal-fired Liddell power plant in the New South Wales Hunter Valley will close down. To prevent what the government claims could be a 30% increase in power prices, the PM is pushing a so-called gas-led recovery. The PM wants to open up new gas supplies and create post-pandemic jobs, and he wants anyone from the private sector to build a gas power plant to pump out the good stuff.
We need the market to deliver 1,000 megawatts of new dispatchable capacity by the summer of 2023-24.
According to the PM, they've got until April 2021 to make a tender, or else they'll just do it themselves.
If the energy companies choose to step up and make these investments, great. If not, my government will step up.
If you think people are aghast at one fossil fuel being replaced with another, you're right.
We need to keep gas in the ground. Gas is as dirty as coal. It's not a transition fuel. It is a recipe for climate fuel disaster.
We're not going forward if we try and embrace gas. You can create upwards of sort of 70,000 jobs if you really work on renewables.
And as society repeatedly butts its collective head against a brick wall, calling for more green energy funding, the PM also slid this in.
Renewables like solar and wind don't need subsidies.
Any gap that's in the power market can be filled by renewables. They're not only cheaper, they won't cook the planet.
I talked to Elon overnight. There's a lot of other solutions. There are lots of other ways to solve this problem.
That's renewables-loving tech billionaire Mike Cannon-Brookes. He reckons we can do better than the PM's hot gas.
I don't quite understand the announcement. We have bountiful renewable resources. You need a quote by April. Tell us what you need.
And for more on this, we're joined by Mike Cannon-Brookes himself. Mike, welcome. You're considering a bid to replace Liddell. What's your plan?
Thanks. Thanks for having me. Look, that's not quite correct. What I'm asking the government to do is, if they are technology agnostic, they shouldn't be saying we are going to build a gas power plant if you don't build a gas power plant. They should be saying what they need in terms of an outcome and let the market solve that. And I'm saying that I think that should be a free market to bid on. Just give us the rules and let other people have a go.
So have you approached the government yet to get the rules of the game?
It's been a pretty busy 24 hours. I spoke to the Energy Minister a week ago, maybe a bit over that, and I'm in frequent touch, but I'd be happy to talk to them, obviously, and I think everyone should be able to see what those rules are.
If you believe the government, the end game here really is reliable power that's affordable. Let's assume the energy agnostic thing is real and you want to bid for this. Can you deliver affordable energy that is as reliable as if it was gas or coal?
There are a lot of ways to do that. The answer, at simply put, is yes. There are a lot of parts of this announcement, don't forget, that aren't actually anything to do with energy prices. Opening up large gas pipelines and 5 new gas extraction facilities, basins, over the next 10 to 20, 30 years, I don't understand how that's going to solve the next 3-year power price problem. I can't understand that. If you look at the energy market operator has put together what's called the Integrated Systems Plan. This is the most detailed document on how we get our power prices down and how we build a stable energy system. Both of these two things. The fastest, lowest cost path involves no more gas than we have today. Any extra gas would drive up people's power prices, and it will result in 3 times as much renewables as we have today. So we're about 25% today. We'll get us to 75% with only the gas we have today, and we could get beyond that in a 10-year period. So it's not necessary if you want low power prices to have fossil fuels. In fact, it is the opposite effect.
Well, the PM says that renewables don't need subsidies, but meanwhile, he's pretty happy to spend coin on gas pipelines. Do you think it's a level playing field?
That part is very confusing, I'll give you that. It certainly doesn't seem to be a level playing field. It certainly doesn't appear to be equal. Again, when we ask for the rules of building this plant, if you're going to put in government subsidy or government money to building it, you should put that into any of the alternatives.
Mike, you said you've talked with Elon. It's a bit of a cagey statement. Which Elon are you talking about?
Look, there's a few, but for sure we've been in contact overnight. And look, they build fantastic batteries. We have a little bit of history, and batteries are one potential solution. And for sure, if there was a ability to put offers together, I'm sure there'd be a number of parties who would use Tesla batteries, which are really great batteries, to try to solve the problem.
Well, all the best with your chat. It's been great having you on tonight, Mike.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
I believed until I saw that dancing at the end.
Oh, I don't know.
I
Come
was
on
still-
now, Waleed. You could light up a city with those moves.
Oh, I suppose that's true. I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you.